That shit was crazy.
Hello and welcome to In the Meantime. I am your host, Carter Anderson, and I am glad to say we are back.
Woo!
Yes. As you know, we have taken a little hiatus. I was extradited to Canada. Just kidding. I had a couple shows that were outside, on the outside of the house. I had a couple shows on the outside of the house, and then the 3rd of July. And so we wanted to go ahead and give a little time for that. But now we're back with our 12th episode of In the Meantime. We made it. The FCC hasn't canceled us. No one's tried to shut us down. No cancellations, no social justice warriors. It's wonderful. It's a beautiful time. They can't take us down. Okay. We are the best out here. We're the best. All right, let's go ahead and get to meet our comics. Our first one, a very good friend of mine. I've had him on the show before, and I've also had him on my other show that you should definitely watch, Geeked Out. Give it up for Cole Robeson, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Cole, it's good to see you again, my friend. How have you been?
Oh, I'm doing better than ever. The weather here in Bend has been getting real, like 75 degrees, sunny days, like just perfect.
It's just so upsetting. Like, so I live in Texas. You live in Oregon, and so I hate you because of that. It's very upsetting. And everyone in Arizona and New Mexico hates you as well. I want you to know.
Oh yeah.
You have no fans in those states.
I know.
Yeah, it's just so upsetting because out here it's like 100 and like 110. I think of like that line in that old Mel Brooks movie where he's like, "You guys are acting like it's 120 outside. Shoot, can't be more than 118."
I was working today and my boss went, "Psh, it's gonna be 86 degrees today." And I was like, that's a nice day. That's not bad at all.
Yeah. If Ice Cube was here right now, he would say that's a good day.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I know that you would say that for sure. All right. Our next comedian is visiting us all the way from Portland, Oregon. Give it up for Lydia Manning, everybody.
Hello.
Woo! She seems tall. I bet she's tall. How's it going, Lydia? Good to see you.
I bet she's tall.
Yeah. You seem tall. What are you, 6'8", 6'7"?
I get that a lot when I meet people who only know me through an online persona, that they expected me to be taller. 5'2".
5'2". See, yeah, I knew it was between 6'8" and 5'2". I knew it was somewhere in between those.
That's tall for like the 1700s, I think.
Yeah, that's very true. People were very short back then. And also our producer, Chris, just said, I literally forgot the name of the movie Blazing Saddles. Nerds, forgive me, okay? All the Mel Brooks and comedy fans, I failed you, but please forgive me.
You're going to get canceled.
I'm so going to get canceled. That will be the thing that does it. That'll be the thing that does it.
He's not a real nerd.
But you are definitely a nerd, Lydia. Are you a real nerd? Would you consider yourself a nerd in the nerd realm, at least?
Kind of. I've got my fandoms. I could talk for ages about Power Rangers, specifically RPM. If anyone cares about that.
RPM is the one that you get jazzed about.
Power Rangers RPM is the best season of Power Rangers. It's better than Mighty Morphin.
Better than Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, and people get mad about that, but
not bad. I'm just really surprised.
They're basic.
or a whiskey drink.
Listen, the comedy writing on Power Rangers RPM is next level.
Okay. Well, if the comedy is the reasoning, then I'm all for it, because the original Mighty Morphin wasn't really that funny. Besides like Bulk and Skull, they were hilarious. They were just good classic idiots.
They walked so that RPM could run, or I guess they mostly drove around in cars. But they went fast.
This is the nerdiest conversation I've had today. But it's like 8 o'clock though, so I don't know. The night's still young. Our next comedian, he's actually visiting us from the East Coast. Give it up for Devon Walker. Devon, how are you doing, sir?
What's going on, man? In many ways bad, but I got a good job, so that's good. I bought a lot of sneakers during the quarantine, so I've got something to look forward to. I like to always keep a package coming to my home, so I'm just kind of constantly purchasing things, so that kind of keeps me going.
Yeah, that's what you need sometimes. Sometimes you need a package. You need something that you can hold on to. Okay, because in these rough times you can't hold on to a lot, because there's only so much hand sanitizer around. So things really got to be careful. Devon, so I live out here in Austin now. You lived out here as well. Your show was the first show that I ever did in Austin. I can't remember the name of the place right now. Buzzmill.
Buzzmill. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was an awesome show. Yeah, you ran that for quite a while, and just had so much fun. I remember doing that show and Running the Light. For those of you who aren't like big comedy nerds, Running the Light is when you the host tells you, hey, your time is up, get the fuck off stage, and you still keep going. Mm-hmm. And you're not supposed to do that. That's not how anything works. So don't be that asshole. Don't be a Carter. Be a Lydia or a Cole or a Devon instead. Those are better people. All right. So
I have no recollection of that. So you're
good. So that's good.
I mean, now I remember. I will hope.
Now I'm busted.
Mm-hmm.
Busted.
Is that up as if me and Cole have never run the light before?
Guys, so now we're going to go ahead and get into the rules of the show, how it works, sort of the fine-tunings of it. This is a comedy game show. What you do is you make memes, all right? We make memes, and then the audience, the people that are watching from either Twitch or watching from Facebook Live or watching from YouTube or numerous places, votes and decides whose memes are the funniest. The first rule is there are no rules. Second rule, there are second rules. There are 4 rounds, and they're all differently themed. The third one, like I said before, you, the audience, you, the governed, decides who the winner is. And then the person with the most points wins the whole show and is the champion for tonight. That seems pretty fair, right? Does it seem reasonable? No one's ever complained before. I hope no one complains today. That'd be great. I know. But are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to do this? Are you guys ready for the 12th episode of In the Meantime?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
There we go. That's the enthusiasm that I want on this show. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our very first round of the show. My one of my favorites. It's Let's Take a Selfie. This is a picture from the wonderful show Dear White People. Great show on Netflix. If you have a chance to check it out, you should. So what you got to do is you got to take this picture and then you got to put some text on top of it, and then that's how a meme works, people. That's all it is. It's very simple. Whenever your parents are like, I don't understand memes, they're not trying. They don't want to. They don't have your interests at heart. They're old people that don't care about new things, and it's very disappointing and disheartening. So let's go ahead and take a look at Cole's meme. Let's see what you got for us, Cole. If you could read what's out for us, please.
I said, what I see when I look out the crack of a stall in a crowded
Oh my God.
So when you go to the bathroom in public places, You just look outside and you just see a sea staring at you very intently.
No, it was an exaggeration, of course, but you know, that's how I'm so vulnerable in the bathroom. That's how it feels.
Yes, it's a very
that
well,
a bunch of people are just staring at me through the stall door. But it's also very nostalgic. We don't have crowded bathrooms anymore.
Yeah. You know, honestly, now, in this case, if you were to find a place that has like a bathroom that's like running and like lets you in, you'll probably be the only one up in there.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll be very alone. You could live there. It'd be fine. Set up a little hot pot and you'll be fine. It'll be okay. Let's see. We're going to go to our next comedian, Miss Lydia Manning. Lydia, what do you got for us? If you could read this one out, please.
Oh, man. So I looked this up and I saw that the format of the meme was "Dear white people, microaggressions, no thank you." And I was like, am I allowed to use this meme? I don't know. It feels like a space I shouldn't occupy, as a white person. OMG, I know this show is so good. No, I'm on season 2, no spoilers. Yeah, let's definitely watch together sometime. No, I'm playing Settlers of Catan tonight. Okay. That's how you appropriate a culture.
Oh my God.
Lydia, so, as you know, I used to live out there with you in Portland, and people are always like, you leave Portland, Oregon. This is why. This meme, this whole meme is why. And personal family reasons as well. But but mainly white people like yourself. Not that it's your fault. Not that all of racism is your fault. I would say 50-50 at least.
This was me doing my best.
That's what makes it so sad.
I'm trying to be a good ally.
But honestly, no, that's hilarious. And just the context there is really, really good. That's a very good one, Lydia. All right, we're gonna move. You can read this one out for us, please.
POV, you're the TV after one of the Fox News correspondents says the blacks.
Oh God.
It's a thing that you really see frequently. Really, not just on conservative media. Really, on both sides. They talk about black people in that way, and something about it's like when you say the Jews. Like, it's not incorrect, but it does feel really wrong.
It hits the ear wrong. It's just you're not incorrect, but yeah, it's still wrong to say it. It's like saying the Facebook or the TikTok. That's really offensive.
It's not okay. Everybody can't do it.
Yeah. Don't do it. Yeah, it's not a good look, people. It's not a good look. All right, be better than Fox News. Just try. All right, guys. So now you are tasked with deciding whose meme was better. Was it Cole's, Lydia's, or Devon's? You have to decide. You have to let us know. Okay? I mean, I could decide for you, but I'd rather you decide, the audience. Tell me who you think is the meme master and will hold the key of time. Because I want to know. I want to know who it is. Now, in the meantime, while we're waiting for that, I get $1. We're going to take a look at a couple funny memes and a couple funny pictures. Let's take a look at the first meme, please. When someone sends you a 5-minute long video, so you have to wait before replying ha-ha without This is some real shit. The important thing about memes is to be undeniable. And this is the most true shit ever, okay? Well, don't be that asshole. Don't send me a 5-minute long video. Please do not don't send me any of your SoundCloud music, okay? I'm talking to you, Lydia. Do not send me your SoundCloud raps. I don't want to hear them. I'm not interested, okay?
song about how difficult life is as a spork when you don't fit into the fork or spoon community is good, though.
I mean, yeah, that was a fire song, but the rest of them were really bad, Lydia. Please don't send them to me anymore. Stop with the DMs, okay? You send them very late at night. It's not okay.
I'm a night owl.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Except it isn't. Don't do that. All right, we're going to take a look at a picture here. The first one is of Cole Robeson as Spider-Man, I guess in mid-jump. That's actually pretty impressive. They got you in mid-jump. That's cool.
Yeah, this was taken about 3 weeks ago.
I believe it. I have no problem believing that, actually. That's no problem.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
What?
How old were you, actually?
I think I was probably 5, because I remember seeing a picture of Spider-Man where he was in that pose, and I really liked it. And because I was an asshole, and I have a good mom, she took that picture over and over again till we got it.
That'd be funny, especially if it was like a Polaroid camera, the ones with the the flap. Yeah, because that would be a real pic. Because those cameras are fun. They were the most fun shit ever. But it's not the easiest thing in the world to get a good picture with those things.
Well, even a digital camera in 2003 or whenever this was isn't good either.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I forget. You're like 11. I forget that. Yeah, Cole is extremely young, guys. I'm 33 and he's 11. Okay, that's just math right there. That's just how time works.
Does the money from this show go to his parents?
Yes. That was just hurtful, and that's also what happens. That is exactly.
Yep.
All of the money and proceeds from this show go to Cole's parents.
The phone doesn't pay for itself.
Yeah. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the show so far and really like what you're seeing, make sure to send your donations on over to us through Venmo or on the Cash App. You can send them through Venmo at BLC Comedy, or on the Cash App, a big $ on front at Big Laugh Comedy. All of the money will go to, will be split between the comedians and the production staff of the show. And yeah, you definitely want to make sure to pay us because we are poor, okay? Like, I live out here in the sticks. I say that I live in Austin. I don't live in Austin. I live in Kyle, Texas, okay? Help me. Help me. Oh, you know. Yeah, I live in the outskirts. I don't actually live in Austin. Yeah.
I used to live in Kyle after I graduated college, and I paid $300 for rent. So I don't.
That's why. That's exactly why I live out here. I can't afford to live in Austin, like to share an apartment with like 4 dudes at like and still be paying like $1,200. Like I can't fucking afford to do that. Like that's just, let's see. That used to be the Bergstrom slum town. Yeah, very true. Very true. Air Force Base. Yeah. It's fine out here. It's fine. But I don't know. I like whenever I go to talk to whenever I go into the main kitchen to like check on the modem, because that's where the modem is in our entire apartment complex, like I'll go into the kitchen and I'll come across some slightly racist conversation. Like literally just an example, I just walked in there because we were getting ready for the show and I wanted to make sure that the connection was stable. So went over there into that kitchen to check on the modem, and just, I guess I was walking into the middle of a conversation and the people were like, the thing about chili is that it's not really chili if it has beans in it. And, that's, why do you think that Mexicans used to be called beaners? And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. I was 10 seconds. I walked in there, I checked the modem. I couldn't even go 10 seconds without hearing something racist as shit. I can't believe I decided to move back to Texas. That's where I messed up,
Because you got tired of the like passive aggressive style from Portland.
Yeah, the passive aggressive like racism Portland is bad too. Like they also have their problems, the white knighting and the white feminism, but that's fun sometimes, it has its charm here and there. But yeah, it can turn into a real mess here and there. Not the biggest fan of it. But yeah, but let's see. Cole, do you ever have to deal with that a little bit in living out in Bend, Oregon?
What, hearing a lot of racist things?
Yes, do you?
Yeah, well, it's interesting here because it's like it was very rednecky at first. Like, I feel like back in the day, and then like now it's getting gentrified with a lot of like Californians, and a lot of the new people are really cool, but yeah, you do have to deal with the occasional racist that old local, but
Yeah.
It's not malicious here as like bigger cities. Like everybody knows each other here. You can't be a dick.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you at least get held accountable by like just small town immigrant sort of rules. Anyway, Cole, looks like you won that first round. Nice job,
Sweet.
Buddy. Good job.
Awesome.
There we go. All right,
Thank you.
It's Cole 1, Lydia and Devon zip, but you guys still have a lot of time to catch up. Let's go ahead and move on to our second round of the show. That looks fun. As you can see, this is a picture of Squidward creepily looking down at. I don't think I'm familiar with this episode. I'm very familiar with SpongeBob. I remember watching it and loved it very much, but this one, I don't know. I don't remember the creeper Squidward episode. But we're going to make this even more funny. We're going to go ahead and start off with Mr. Cole Robeson. What do you got for us? If you could read that out.
I said me wearing shutter glasses, and then them out there is dude getting pussy wearing regular glasses. Really, I just wanted to work with the fact that he was looking out the lines, and I got real, and then I was like, he's sad about something, and I already decided he was wearing shutter glasses, and so I got real into the poetic idea of a sad man in shutter glasses. It's like a clown with crying. So I decided to depict that scene.
It is like the opera, the mariachi. Yeah, it is just like that. Very just fucking. When I think of shutter glasses, so am I right here? When I think of shutter glasses, are we talking about the glasses that are like they're sunglasses, but then you lift them up and then they're glasses?
No. These are those glasses with the lines on them. Like sticking out the lines.
The Kanye West glasses from the Stronger video.
They have no lens. It's just lines. Yeah.
You have those, Cole? Why?
No. I just saw him looking out of these lines and decided to make him wear shutter glasses.
Wait,
I remember. What?
Did I what?
You lied in your meme?
I did.
You lied in your meme, man.
Cole should get disqualified for making.
Hey, I'm not trying to. I'm trying to relate to other people, not myself. I'm not voting.
That's true. Like, to quote Joe Dirt, it's not about what you like, it's the consumer.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right, let's move on to Lydia Manning. What do you got for us, Lydia, if you could read this out?
Mine is your single ass looking out at Canadian geese happily married under Canadian law.
Oh my God.
Unlike your single ass who
wearing shutter glasses.
Shutter glasses, yeah.
Shutter glasses. Cole and I basically made the same meme. I think when he was getting pussy, he meant Canadian.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's also kind of shout out to Canada for being a little more progressive because American geese are not legally allowed to marry yet.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not allowed. By the way, if you don't know, American geese, also Israeli geese are not allowed to get married under any circumstances. Like if they want to get married, they can only get married to ducks, and that's been the case since about 1987. And that was Goose versus Wade. I remember that case. Right now, we're gonna take a look at Devon Walker's meme. What do you got for us, Devon?
Entire state of Florida. The smart people are staying inside, and the Florida people are just enjoying life as though nothing is. Honestly, this is a little bit of a low blow because I'm like, I'm from Texas, so it could have been people in Texas too because they're not.
Yeah, easily. Yeah, it's the same problem here.
For some reason, Texas has really avoided a lot of the shaming, and it's just like completely acceptable to say anything that you want about Florida. We're very accepting of like any like sexual orientation or like in any other like facet of someone's life you can't tease. But if somebody's from Florida, you can be like, I hope they never find love, and that's just okay to say.
It's interesting that Florida is that state. Every single comedian ever has a joke about Florida.
Yeah.
Every meme that has ever existed is usually about Florida.
That's true.
Pretty much. And there's so many other states that are trash, like Georgia. That's Alabama. That one's rough.
Sure.
Wyoming. I don't even know why that's a thing. Wyoming is the Burger King of states. Like,
Oh my God.
You know what I will say about this is that like the southern states always get the worst shit about being bad, but it's like if you ever been to Massachusetts, it's ass. It's not a good place. I hate Boston. And Boston's the best part of Massachusetts, and it fucking sucks. And so we gotta start shaming East Coast cities.
Well, you want to know why I hear Florida Man is popular is because the media, there's the laws that restrict the media from reporting like stuff that people have been charged with are way looser in Florida. So there's way more stories about that crazy stuff there too.
Yeah,
not saying it's not crazy.
Yeah, for some reason in Florida, there never seems to be they can never get a conviction to save their lives. I don't know why. They never explained it, but it's very weird. But anyway, guys, those are our memes. That was what we got. Now you have to decide whose memes are the best. Was it Cole? Was it Lydia? Was it Devon? Who shall it be? Who shall be the meme master? Let's, in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and take a look at a couple of funny things. Let's take a look at this first meme. What do we got here? Damn, Jackie, can't control the weather. It's a little bit appropriating. A little bit. Just a little bit, okay? This is obviously Kendrick Lamar's album, but they replaced it with Kelso. But it's also hilarious, so I'm going to let it go. Okay, there's some appropriation shit that I'm like, if it's this much more funny than it is appropriating, the appropriating has to be here, and then the funny has to be here. If that's where it is, if that's what the graph is, then it's fine. Okay, you have to understand that. Like when it comes to comedy, anything that as a general rule for comedy, if you're going to talk about something that's like offensive or something. If it's this funny, but then it's like this offensive, then you can probably go ahead and do it. But if it's like here, don't fucking do that. It's not a good joke. Keep writing.
That
Right?
70s
You have to
show.
try it in front of people before you know it's funny.
No, you don't.
Yeah, that 70s show though, that's one of those shows that I haven't seen in a long time, but every time I remember it I go, man, they had some good ones in there, like just some solid jokes.
Oh yeah, they had some solid jokes and and some solid predators apparently, so that was a thing.
Oh
but
yeah.
let's go ahead and take a look at this picture from Lydia Manning. What? I guess you're playing soccer here, Lydia.
I'm playing a sport, but there's no sport happening around me, so I was letting you decide. I'm playing ultimate frisbee. I do not look like I'm having a very good time or being very athletic. I kind of look like you should Photoshop a cane in, I think. Like I look decrepit.
You lost me when you said ultimate frisbee. Just
shots of me playing ultimate frisbee where I look cool. This is just not one of them.
Oh boy, that's
I went to nationals in college.
Went to nationals in ultimate frisbee.
Yes.
Is the lightest sentence I have ever heard in my entire life. That is Jesus.
I think her saying she went to the nationals in ultimate frisbee and also saying she's decrepit is the most ultimate frisbee thing I've ever heard in my life.
Is that?
Guys, stop complimenting me.
All right, guys. So Devon won that round. Nice job, Devon. Very good shit. Awesome. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Now we are going to move on to our third round of the show. And this one I'm very excited about. I think it's going to be good. I think you'll like it too. Let's move on to our third round that I like to call the Eric Andre Show. Yes, this is a picture from the hit show on Adult Swim, the Eric Andre Show. Full disclosure, I don't think I've ever watched an entire episode of the Eric Andre Show. I know it's him and Hannibal Buress. That's who he's shooting, Hannibal Buress. I really wish I knew the context of why he was shooting Hannibal Buress, but I'm sure there's
there is none. There's no context. That's the whole point of the show. None.
That sounds about right. That seems fair. All right. Well, Cole, let's go ahead and take a look at your meme first. See what we got.
All right, I said earlier that I make the memes for the consumer, but this one was for me. I'm losing vote on this one for sure. This is Anakin shooting Padme, and he goes, "Where's Padme?" It's because he chokes Padme, he force chokes her, and then later he doesn't know that she died of sadness and everything, but later he force chokes her till she passes out on the ground. Then later he's like, "Where is she?" And it's like, dude, what are you talking about, man?
Episode 3 of Star Wars Revenge of the Sith holds a special place in my heart because it's first of all, it's insane that that Anakin married Padme to begin with. It's insane that in episode 2, Padme was like, sure, I'll go ahead and marry this guy that like murdered a bunch of like kids and women and children and shit after like losing his mother, and that guy who has clear anger issues, but also has knowledge of the Force. That seems like a good person to have around my children.
Dude, no, if you rewatch those movies, for more Cole and Carter Star Wars content, watch episode 1 of Geeked Out. But but if you rewatch those movies, you realize the more fucked up things he does, the more she falls in love with him. Like, she sympathizes with him more and more, the more fucked up things he does, and she, like, loves him more and more. It's really weird.
This is every girl that has ever left me for, like, a fuckboy. Like, this
no, but Anakin started as a simp. He was like, "Man, you're an angel," or he actually asked if she was an angel. He goes, "The pilots talked about him, and I thought you might be one of them." He's also a 9-year-old boy.
It was the whole, we'll get into that some other time. The weirdness of episode 1, but not for this show. We're talking about memes on. It's just a fucked up movie. The whole thing was great. But then Clone Wars was amazing. Lydia Manning, the next one. Lydia Manning, what do you got for us?
All right, so here we have the Democratic Party the desires of their constituents. Let Kanye West do that. Yeah, this is a punch about how the Democratic Party nominated someone that no one wanted to be nominated, and now they're like, if you vote for anyone else, you are the problem.
There's so much wrong on both sides. Like a lot is wrong on both sides. But one thing that has been constant since about 2004 is Kanye West's insanity. And the thing about it is that every single year, Black people, we all get upset, we all get together and we're like, man, fuck Kanye, we're done. And every single year, Kanye West laughs in our faces. He laughs but he doesn't laugh like a regular person. He laughs like a villain in an anime. He's like, you fools. Black people haven't enjoyed my music in years. All of the people in my concerts are white people. I'm Kanye. That's what he does.
It's same amount of money. I don't think he cares.
The money's the same unless it's different. That's what Kanye believes. We're gonna move on to Devon Walker. Devon, what do you got for us, sir?
I've got coronavirus, sense of hope. Oh, whoopsie. Yeah, I feel like Corona's really assassinated our sense of hope, really, with no regard for what we wanted for our futures. We were all poised to have a big year this year, every single one of us. This was supposed to be our year, and it's like now
it was going to be our come up. It was going to be my personal come up. I was planning a bunch of really cool stuff.
Absolutely.
I was gonna I was gonna do a lot.
Carter frozen or all of us?
I think it's the same.
It's just Carter?
I think so.
You're all seeing the same thing I'm seeing. Dang.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to In the Meme Time, hosted by Cole Robeson.
Okay, and I think we're back. Okay. All right, that's fine. No biggie. But yeah, I definitely had a lot of plans for the future, and then coronavirus fucked all of that up, and I really don't appreciate it. It's not cool. But anyway, guys, it's on you to now decide who is the winner of this third round. Is it going to be Cole Robeson, Lydia Manning, or Devon Walker?
Oh man.
Cole, your host again.
Yeah, so on to our next meme.
Show us some memes. Just show your Shutter Shades one again.
No, okay, I guess we'll go back to Star Wars. So one time, there's that line Obi-Wan does where in the original movie where he goes, wait, you're not Obi-Wan Kenobi, or you don't know Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he goes, of course I know him, he's me. And then there's a meme I saw that said, when you're peak tripping and the Jehovah's Witness asks you if you know God, of course I know him, he's me. All right, that was my time filler. Do we have Carter back?
For a second.
Oh man, I gotta come up with another meme to describe.
Now everyone just show something you have in your next to you.
Oh, God.
Here's a meme about an elephant hula hooping with snakes. I got it in some snack that someone handed me at a protest. The snack is called Bear Nibbles, and it's kind of like a fruit by the foot, but it's healthier. It's got owl facts on the back. Owls can swivel their heads 270 degrees to let them see owl around them. And that's my time.
All right, guys. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and quickly move on to the next round while I still got the bandwidth. Let's go ahead and go on to the final round of the show. My personal favorite, Oh Looking Ass.
Oh, did I win? Nice.
Yeah, you won, Lydia. Yeah, by the way, Lydia won, so everyone's tied. It's a good three-way tie there. But yeah, this is a lightning round. Oh Looking Ass. How this works is, I'm gonna give you 5 pictures. You roast each and every one as many times as you can. As many times as you can come up with, just whatever you got, put it all out there. And at the end of each roast, just say looking ass, and that gets you a point. Kind of the same rules as like Jeopardy, like, form of question, but this just say looking ass at the end of the thing, and you get a point. So it's anyone's game because it's a 3-way tie right now. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get into the final round of In the Meantime. Let's look at our first picture, please. This is a picture of Mr. Burns. Go ahead and go for it, guys.
Oh, we're all going at the same time?
Huh? Yeah, all at the same time. Go for it. Rapid fire. Go for it.
Old dusty fireworks looking ass. Old fucking big ass shower looking ass.
Will looking ass.
He's leaves town for coronavirus while making his employees work looking ass.
Oh, you ain't never heard of Air Jordans looking ass.
Abortions looking ass.
Oh, you got a bunch of books you ain't never read looking ass.
He's a mows the lawn in New Balance shoes looking ass. That one wasn't smooth. You don't have to count it.
A skincare routine looking ass.
Oh, you got a hairless cat looking ass.
Oh my God! It's a hairless cat.
Oh, this is tiger blood looking ass.
Oh, expanding the wage gap looking ass.
He's going to a golf course for a meeting looking ass.
You only got one black friend looking ass.
And he's an employee looking ass.
Way too excited to have the talk with his grandkids looking ass.
Oh, illegitimate son having named Jose looking ass.
He's
wonder what's under my robe looking ass.
Has kids with at least 4 different women looking ass.
Oh, you
nepotism doesn't exist looking ass.
All right, that's good. Next picture.
Oh, you ain't never hit your growth spurt looking ass. Oh, you got caught cheating and you definitely gonna do it again looking ass.
Picture of Joe Rogan with a negative effect looking ass.
Well, name 5 of their albums looking ass.
I'll do any movie regardless of how bad it is looking ass. Oh, I ruined the fucking Jumanji franchise looking ass.
Yeah, kind of.
Tell depressed people to just fix it by working out looking ass.
Oh, comedy is my therapy looking ass.
Oh, I gotta work out because I don't really have a personality looking ass.
Oh, let's make someone less attractive to stand next to me so I look hot in comparison looking ass.
Oh, that was mean.
Oh, definitely gonna get choked out by a middle schooler in the future like William.
Old sleeps on a box spring with no mattress looking ass.
You got the body Oh, you got the body of a fucking jockey looking ass.
Yeah.
Oh, wearing capris as regular pants looking ass.
He's a remake the movie Junior with the Rock looking ass.
Well, saying the last word really loudly is a punchline looking ass.
Well, it's worked for me.
Oh,
Not puffing his chest out enough looking ass.
All right, next one is Mr. Howard Wolowitz from Big Bang Theory. Does anything else need to be said? Go for it.
Oh, gamer moments playing chess looking ass.
His headphones look like mine looking ass.
Old stole the jeans from that 2009 hit You're a Jerk looking ass.
Fine print on my belt buckle looking ass.
I thought I was here for an episode of That 70s Show looking ass.
Old definitely has some secret allegations looking ass.
Old wants to call the cops on loud neighbors, but is too anxious to make a phone call looking ass.
Old from the most overrated show of all time looking ass.
Old, why don't girls like nice guys looking ass?
Why don't girls like guys with shutter glasses looking ass?
Oh, this shirt isn't the only thing that has a turtleneck on me looking ass.
You've clearly dated one of these men before. That's a
Oh, texts you up at 7:15 p.m. looking ass.
Old Lydia's ex-boyfriend looking ass.
Doesn't
point for both of you, just so you know.
Doesn't let the employee know that they got his order wrong looking ass.
Old, he'd give his house elf a cum sock looking ass.
Old got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers looking ass.
All right, next picture, guys.
Can I borrow your pants looking ass? Damn it.
I'll count that one, Lydia. All right, and this is a picture of Hulk and Banner merged as one in Endgame. Go for it.
Makes me question my sexuality looking ass.
Very on top of his ex-wife's horoscope looking ass.
Be careful who you call ugly in Age of Ultron looking ass.
Oh.
Can't find the right shade of foundation looking ass.
Uh-oh.
He's looks nice, but threatens to beat somebody up for stealing his phone when really he just lost it looking ass.
Old Marvel Universe version of The Situation looking ass.
Old, I'll rip your shirt too looking ass.
All right, guys.
Dog dad looking ass.
He's a go on American Idol and say it's a no from me dog looking ass.
That's good. All right, guys, let's move on to the last picture. Picture with me and my roommate's dog, Chef, the corgi.
He's a gets a roommate who buys dogs based on the last meme they saw looking ass.
Therapy is my open mic looking ass.
My paychecks go to graphic tees at Target looking ass.
Women ruined Ghostbusters looking ass.
Still got roommates at 33 looking ass.
in favor of America banning TikTok, but only because he didn't get enough followers looking ass.
Nobody. He's I haven't looked at anything magnetized to the fridge in decades. Looking ass.
Old resting devil's advocate face looking ass.
Oh my god.
He's his Ninja Turtle. He is a Ninja Turtle in the Ninja Turtle shirt is in the wash looking ass.
Getting people to roast me on my own show is the most positive attention that I've gotten all week looking ass.
It is, and I thank you for it.
He's a goes on to American Idol and say it's a no from me dog looking ass. Did somebody say that one already?
Only black dude without one cool pair of sneakers looking ass.
Hey.
Want to come over and meet my dog looking ass?
Put my roommate's dog on my Tinder profile to try to get me some ass looking ass.
Also a nerd but can't multiply looking ass.
First of all, it works.
Parents never made him try anything new looking ass.
Oh god.
Okay, that's all that my therapy says that I can. That's all that I can afford on BetterHelp.com. All right, so all you guys like fucking killed that. Jesus Christ, that was I think we always do old looking ass at the end of the show every time, and this is the first time that everyone got over 20 points in the lightning round. Cole, you got 25. Very good job. Devon, you got 27, and Lydia, the new champion, you got 29. So you got 30 points. So Lydia, you are the winner tonight. Good job. Awesome.
Yay.
Do you have a speech or anything?
Thank you. Oh, I didn't prepare one. Everyone just called me old win in the meantime lightning round looking ass.
That was good. That was very good. I'm glad you said that. Guys, if you've enjoyed what we've done and really want to show your support for the show, please send us your monies. You can do that at Venmo at BL Comedy on Venmo, or you can do it on the Cash App at $, Big Laugh Comedy. All donations will be split evenly amongst the comedians and the production crew of the show. Guys, I want to thank Cole Robeson, our champion Lydia Manning, and Devon Walker for being on the show. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate your help and support and all the work you put in. Also want to thank my heterosexual life partner, Brandon Lewin. Also want to thank Jeremy and Christina. And also want to thank Chris. We love you guys. I've been Carter Anderson, and this has been In the Meantime. We'll see you next time. In the meantime, 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 in the meantime. That shit was crazy.